from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Craver. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for room. It's Owens. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Texas A&M going quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. And it'll be downed right there. The run inside. It's Smothers. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. Jumped on top of the pile.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Gets the back moving. Manning from the gun on third down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. On the run, it's Owens. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rival. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894. His first birthday? What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. It's complete on the right side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Leaves it with the back. Got a little grass. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Texas A&M going up tempo. He might want another play. Going to the run, it's Owens. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the option. Pitch, looking for the corner. Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Manning. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Smothers. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Arch is going to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab.
I love when you back the defense off. You've want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Reed. Rushes on him. On the move, he fires. That's reeled in. It's Horton. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Zings it complete to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. They give it to him again. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throwing Manning. Under fire. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Throwing Reed. He'll try to do it himself. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Got the first down himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Reed. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Maybe a crease. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Here's Manning to throw. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And that is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Rides to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll give it to him again. Maybe some room here. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Using his legs, it's Owens. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's Reed to throw. Makes the catch. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Run in the red zone. It's Owens. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down in this crap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, we've been calling his number running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Corralled and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Takes a shot. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. On the move. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback may change this route. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. To throw, Manning. He's taking a deep shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Trying to barrel in. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. Could be an alley. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Texas A&M going up tempo. A 1st down run in the red zone. Looking for the end zone. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Pushes for the goal line. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Here's Arts to throw. Pressure coming. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.